Yo, today we have superpowers you never want to have, and already off top, anything from my hero that involves Class A. Their powers suck. Tail, no. Earjack, no. Invisibility, dumb power. What else? Cyclops' powers if you don't have sunglasses. Uh, well, that's all I got. Let's see what's up.
Some superpowers seem amazing until they ruin your life. You don't always get the Omnitrix, supermagnetism, or teleportation. Sometimes you're stuck with powers that are useless, dangerous, or straight up depressing. Let's break down the most overrated, tragic, and downright scam superpowers in Ben 10 and
Yeah, speaking of superpowers just in general, like being born in the My Hero universe has to be one of the suckiest things ever because most people have bad quirks no matter how hard you train it. Some people are going to have cool quirks like Bakugo, All For One, Todoroki, or even Endeavor. But then some people just end up with like boring powers, like the power of having gills to breathe air. You're not even a fish; you can't breathe in water.
all of fiction. And at the end, I'll reveal what might be the worst superpower ever imagined. It all starts with Mealy Mouth. No, really. In the X-Men comics, there is a girl named Irina, aka the Choir. And she has really similar powers to Mealy Mouth. You see, she has many mouths on her neck. And what do they do? Well. She can speak with multiple voices at once and can make sounds come from various different locations. I mean, it could
Questions. If she puts something in her mouth, her regular mouth, can she spit it out through her neck mouth? And also, so I want to ask that if you're a dude watching this, you already know where my mind went. So, yeah. But
would be a great superpower in situations where you need a crazy disruption or strategy, and maybe if I'm planning on having a karaoke night. But what do I do when the negative 10 shows up for a brawl? Unless they're weak to an acapella, I'm pretty sure she's going to be useless. No wonder her wiki page is shorter than Tyler 1. Speaking of strange powers, meet Trevor, Iguy's long-lost mutant cousin. Now, Trevor isn't going to be the guy to clutch up in a battle against the negative 10 like Iguy, but just like him, he has multiple eyes. It's not.
And this is one of the ones where it's like can't even do anything cool. You can't do anything cool. All you can do is see. And you know it would be even worse if like these eyes can only like just see things. Like you don't get extra vision, you don't have like X-ray heat vision. Well, not heat vision, can't see thermal sight, whatever it's called. Whatever Superboy from Young Justice has. Yeah. Garbage.
Nothing as cool as Gojo's 6 eyes or Iguy's powers that shoot cool lasers and ice. No, Trevor has multiple eyes that can allow him to see in every direction. Now that's actually a pretty good ability so that you can avoid being sneak attacked, but it's pretty much bad for everything else. If you're put into a fight against an above average human with this as your
not gonna lie, Iguy's in my he's in my top 20 favorite Ben 10 aliens. Maybe. If I could, he's probably number 20 and just barely made it out of the top 30. But Iguy's cool. I like Iguy.
superpower, you are literally cooked. Classic Series Gwen and Grandpa Max will destroy you with minimal difficulty, but nothing so far. So this alien can do the worst or an atrocious, yes, that's the alien species name, has an.
Oh man, bro, I remember this episode where these two just gave him anything, and he was just turning into the most, like the worst possible aliens ever exist. And the bad guys in the episode got his best alien superpowers. Like one of them was heat blast. Yeah, no, I'm going home. The worst.
Incredibly
SpongeBob
to damage. He is literally invincible. That sounds pretty awesome. But just like Captain Man, he can't be hurt. But he feels absolutely everything. Now, that seems fine and dandy when it comes on to stopping street level problems, like maybe a regular crook or something, but come on, what will Captain Man do against literal Vilgax drones? He'll probably get packed up by Grandpa Max as well, and that's a pretty basic superpower. But horrible superpowers can even come from great ones like flight. Now imagine you have cool abilities like Stinkfly. You can zip around in the air, you have 360-degree vision with your extra bug eyes, you can even shoot super sticky goo that can apprehend foes that are
I can already shoot some sticky goo with enough supplements. I
way above your weight class. Well, be introduced to Kite Man. He has the super ability of flying and controlling kites, but he's pretty much lackluster in everything else. No combat specialty.
Kite Man had powers this whole time. Bro, I thought his thing was he has kites. Aye, aye, aye. The power to control kites.
No sticky goo, and overall he is just really unimpressive. But he
Bam.
seems to get beaten by Solomon Archer, who has actually one of the most interesting superpowers ever. He has a psychic link to his 18-wheeler, and it enables him to control this truck in any way he sees fit.
Wait, only this one truck. So if it gets broken, he's cooked. Ah, damn.
Even enabling him to go to space. Now, this is probably one of the dumbest things I've ever seen in fiction ever. I mean, Upgrade can already control any form of technology once it's merged with it, but his technopathy is only linked to controlling his truck. But it doesn't get worse than Marvel's first attempt at creating a diverse cast by introducing a hero known as the Black Bomber. Now, I know Dr.
Oh my god. Bro, his superpower is he's a white dude, and whenever he gets mad, he turns into a black guy. Oh my god. They need to give him a TV show. Just 3 episodes. For me personally, I just need to see that. I need to see have Kevin Hart be the black guy. I don't know. Just make it fun.
Umar is watching me while I say this, but this is actually a white man with the ability to transform into a black man when he's under stress. No cool shape-shifting abilities like Mystique, no cool anything. Overall, he just gains darker pigment and an afro. Now that we're still stuck in pre-2000 superpowers, we can talk about one of the lamest methods of size alteration, which is from this lady known as Big Bertha. She has the ability to go from a slender, sleek fashion model into becoming a plus-sized superwoman. And that's it. That's the entirety of her.
Oh, she don't get like she just gets fatter. Not does she get taller at least? Does she get? I mean, what's it called? Mass moves mass. So can she just has enhanced fat people strength, or what's up?
Her powers. I thought maybe she could become a giant, but no, all she does is put on 400 pounds and that's it. But it's only downhill from here. Apparently Professor X runs a daycare for cursed children, because here comes Pyro. Let me paint you a vivid picture of what his abilities can do. Imagine Blast being able.
Oh wait, isn't he the one that needs a fire source to activate his powers? Oh yeah, that's a boy. Because you're just a second generation fire soldier. Never that still.
To control fire, but he has no fire resistance. Can't create his own.
Oh my god. So he is just a regular human who can control fire. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, bro. Get a refund.
Fire, and isn't nearly as cool. He's basically like the firebenders from that Avatar movie. Now, if he has a fire source, he's pretty dangerous, but with no fire source, you're just a normal chill guy. Then we have Forget Me Not. Amazing name, but super tragic power. Now, Ben 10 in itself has its fair share of psychics and memory wipers like Hypnotic and Subliminal. However, Charles Xavier's school has the lamest guy ever. You see, Forget Me Not's powers work like this. As soon as you stop looking at him, you forget that he exists.
I mean, if you need, but you can't even go on a mission, like a secret mission with this guy, because as soon as he leaves the room, it's kind of like you'll forget he's there, and then the whole plan gets ruined because he's gonna be trying to do the thing he was told to do, while someone else is being told to do the exact same thing, and just kind of get. You feel me?
This is probably really good for stealth missions, but terrible for everything else. He could save the world, and no one would remember him. What were we talking about again? Anyways, we can talk about one of the most controversial powers on this list, which is super strength. Now, before you guys crucify
Unless you have uncontrolled super strength, like you can't. Every time you try to use a pencil, it breaks, and you can't. Or you're trying to like high five somebody and kind of like dislocate their body. I don't see how super strength could be bad.
me in the comments, please let me explain why super strength is not a great superpower. Super strength has many different tiers in superhero television and every facet of fiction. One thing to note is that it is everywhere. It's very common, it's very boring, and rarely are you ever the strongest person in your piece of fiction. Let's take for example this guy, Captain Adam, who actually has super strength. He tried fighting Superman and he got folded in the quickest way possible. Being strong is cool until someone else who is a lot stronger than you.
What if you know how to fight? What if you're like a trained martial artist? Because most people with super strength doesn't rely on punch, punch, kick. What if you're like punch, punch, dodge, dodge, counter punch?
Shows up. Now let's get to the real dumpster tier. Starting off with this transparent kid made of wax. Now, his power sounds pretty cool. Maybe it's like Goop, who's one of Ben's best aliens in Alien Force, or a cool Clayface or something that can shapeshift. No, he is just a wax guy, and he also is very, very flammable. That's it. A fire hazard, lady repellent, and he's literally just a human candle. However, someone who is very, very good with the ladies is Ripjaw's best friend, Aquaman. As powerful as he is made out in the movie.
Yeah, he just tossed fish. I mean, like in some iterations, he's just been a fish man his whole life. So he kind of just you put him in the desert or Miami, packed. But if you're fighting him in the ocean, he can call like a beluga, a kraken, or whatever else is in the 90% of the ocean we haven't seen, and just pack you up. So,
like he knocked out a Green Lantern, which is pretty cool. Breathing underwater is still a stupid, useless superpower. Maybe if you have to fight Plankton or SpongeBob, it will be useful, but how often is a superhero asked to do that? And even if you can talk to fish, what crimes are fish committing that require me to ever need to do that in any situation? Pretty useless superpower if you ask me. Now all this
Finding Nemo. When the barracuda ate the. Nope, actually funny. Marlin and his wife would have actually ate their children and not the barracuda. That's the funny part. Because
talking about the oceans got me feeling for ice cream. You guys like ice cream, right? Well, I have someone with a superpower for you. Meet Soft Serve, whose entire superpower is making ice cream, but
for fighting, this power is dumb. But money, you would go crazy. Yeah, money-wise, good power.
With
my ass.
Dude, her entire skill set is that she makes delicious ice cream.
also poop. She poops out ice cream. I mean, if you're like a booty eater, this might be top five dreams of your life. Like you're not tasting the poop no more, you're just licking ice cream. But yeah, I'm not eating poop ice cream.
Cream with her butt. Who wrote this, man? I'm pretty sure Rexplode would not approve of this, but Billy Hoskins would probably try to one-up her with his superpower. He is a mutant with the specialty of creating explosions. Not the cool kind like Gambit or Rexplode. He is only good at turning himself into a bomb, and after he explodes, he does not come back.
Then how do you have a superpower if you don't come back after you explode? That's not... Bro, you're one of the ones that can really like survive in life. Shut up, bro. Go home.
Doesn't survive. He doesn't regenerate. He just dies. Imagine being a super suicide bomb that needs a permission slip to go on a field trip. Well, congratulations, Bailey. At least you got to wear one of the X-Men uniforms. So, what do you think is the worst superpower? Drop it in the comments, and if it's bad enough, I'll roast it in the next video.
Tail.
Thanks for watching, and remember...
Well, yeah, that is the end of the video. Well, let's see what people said. I got tail for number one. Ooh. Without the durability not to shatter your... If you can't, whatchamacallit, every time you punch something hard, you break your hand. Oh, yeah, like Deku. Oh, yeah, mind reading that you can't turn off. Yeah, all you're gonna hear is, well, yeah, I wonder what I'm gonna watch. I wonder what category I'm gonna watch today. Maybe stepmother, stepson. Imagine, oh my god, imagine hearing that. Stepmother. I'm gonna listen to I'm gonna watch stepmother, stepson. Maybe brother and sister. I can't wait till I get home. Oh yeah, yeah. He doesn't have Kaimana. Well. That is the end of the video. Like, comment, subscribe, and yeah.